Good morning, everyone. Miss Cotran here. I want to make this quick video to explain the block schedule for our distance learning that's going to happen from now until the end of the year. So we created a block schedule across the district so that it would be easier for you to know when to check in with which teacher, because you've got a lot of classes, right? So you'll see over here that we have 4 blocks, and we have block 1 in the morning from 8:30 to 10. Block 2, 10 to 11:30, an hour lunch where you can always go to school and grab our lunches. Block 3 from 12:30 to 2, block 4 from 2 to 3:30. Now these are 90-minute blocks. That does not mean that you are going to be interacting with a teacher for 90 minutes. That's too long. But you will check in. Most teachers are using Google Classroom. I know I am. So I want to actually just focus on what's happening in my classes, okay? So if you are in my math class, my basic math class, that means on Tuesday and Thursday, you want to make yourself available from 10 to 10:30. Now that's for a Zoom meeting. So Zoom is where we can interact online in live time. Or we can teach or reteach you a concept. Okay. And then you're going to use the remaining time to complete your classwork. Okay. Now, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, after that, at 1 o'clock, okay, is the science time. Now, again, the block is from 12:30 to 2, but we're just going to say from 1 to 1:30 is a time where you're going to check in, which means we can have a Zoom meeting during that time to answer any questions or explain any concepts to you. Okay, so those are class times. Now, another thing I'm going to ask you to do during those 2 days is the student check-in, okay? So the student check-in is what you would fill out on Tuesdays and Thursdays to get credit for the day. So you put your name, the date, your long ID. You're going to tell me how you're doing. You're going to tell me how you're feeling, questions that you have that I can address, and one thing you're grateful for, because when we focus on gratitude, that can help us be happy. All right, let me go back. Okay, so consider those 2 times their class meeting times, okay, where we're going to do some direct teaching. Now, it might be that you might watch a video during that time. Definitely Tuesdays and Thursdays, you'll still be watching math videos. You might get a project. We're looking at 1 to 2 assignments per week. Okay. Now, if you're in my other classes, like academy or study support, that means you need help with your other classes, right? So, one thing I wanted to say is, because block 3 on Monday and Wednesday is social studies, 9th graders don't have a social studies class. So what I wanted to do is offer study support students, or anyone for that matter, that needs help with their English classes, okay, with Miss Banis, Miss Reinhardt's, from 1 to 1:30 during Monday and Wednesday. You can register for a Zoom meeting to get some assistance from either me, Miss G, or Mr. Mitchell, because we'll all be on those calls. Okay. Now, academy time is every day. Let me move this up. Is every day, Monday through Thursday, from 2 to 2:30. We're going to offer help by subject. Okay. So if you need help with biology, that would be Monday and Wednesday. Okay, Monday and Wednesday, 2 to 2:30. Okay, and again, to get the help, you need to register for the Zoom, because we're not just going to show up and nobody be there. So there will be links on Google Classroom for you to register to receive the help, and then we can help you in small groups or one-on-one. Now, because math is on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we want to offer math help to anyone who needs math help. That's in social study support or in academy, from 2 to 2:30. Okay. So again, to get to these Zooms, we will send out links. The links will be on Google Classroom. It'll be the same link every week. These are reoccurring meetings, and you'll need to register first so we know who needs help and how many people need to be on the call. Okay. So one thing I want to say is basically we're just testing all of this out and seeing how it goes. But we want to be able to provide support. Okay. So you might have a question. That's a lot of information. Oh my God, what do I do? What do I need to do? I still don't understand. Well, the first thing you want to do is just check in with Google Classroom during the assigned times. So assigned times would be Tuesday and Thursday, right? At 10 for math and 1 o'clock for science. But science, that block is between 12:30 and 2. So if you have another science teacher like Mr. Fort, you might check in at 12:30. There might be different check-in times. But during that block, you want to get on Google Classroom, right? If you have English, that means, all right, at 10 o'clock, anytime between 10 and 11:30, maybe your teacher's going to have a particular meeting you need to go to or an assignment. Well, that would just be, you worry about that on Monday and Wednesday, right? Or if you have an elective, that would be Tuesday, Thursday in the morning. Or if you're in Spanish, Monday, Wednesday in the morning. Okay. So you want to check in twice a week with your teachers, definitely. And I'll have that Google form that you're filling out for me. And then you'll be able to register for the Zoom meeting that you need for the day. Okay, so we know in advance what you need. A lot of people are like, okay, what's going to happen to my grades? With grading, I just want to specify that any assignments that I posted from the week of 316 to 320, which was the first week that we were in closure, and then the week after spring break, which was 330 to 43, those assignments, you have the option of completing those assignments to improve your grade. Okay. I want to be clear that if you didn't do the assignments, your grade's not going to go down. Your grade can only stay the same or go up, which for some people is amazing, right? But some people who have Fs, that's the concern. How do you bring up the F? Well, you got to bring up the F by doing some of those assigned works during those first 2 weeks. Now, beginning next week, you want to check in with Google Classroom during your assigned time. So follow the block schedule, right? Only worry about that class for that day or that time. Now, the assignments that are going to be given, at least for me, are going to be 1 to 2 per week. And they're going to bring up the grade that you currently have. Now, the help meetings that we talked about during academy time or study support, right, that are later in the afternoon, they're optional, right? Only you know if you need help. And some people need help, but they're not going to go ask for it. So we might check in with you if we see that you aren't checking in with us. Now, the class meetings, the ones that I'm talking about that are going to be at 10 a.m. for math and one at 1 p.m. for science, are going to give you extra credit. So if you want to bring your grade up, register for Zoom, show up to the meeting. Okay. So I'm going to leave you with that for now. If you have questions, please contact me. You can contact me via my Google Voice number, on Remind. You can reach out on Instagram. Any of those ways you can get in touch with me. Okay. I hope this video was helpful for you. And I hope you're doing well. Love you. Bye.